Good morning, Franz. How y'all doing today? Can you hear me? I hope you can hear me. I always get a concern. Fantasy's first chorus, second, Nevis third. Hello. I've requested my medication refill. I had my prescriptions transferred, like at the pharmacy. I went there and I'm like, yeah, I'd like to have my prescriptions transferred from this place. And I go and I log on to the Shoppers Drug Mart Loblaws website thing. And they're like, oh, your pharmacy is still set to this. And I'm like, well, it shouldn't be. So I went and set it manually myself. Hi, Cora. Oh, yes. Sorry, I forgot to reply to it. I'm having ADHD problems this week, despite the medication, which I am going to run out of right now. Weirdly, I could taste the smell of those capsules. That is weird. The capsules don't smell very good. I don't really have any good quote-unquote characters for the Demora stuff. Not any that I would be ready to use yet. I think I just need to have a doodle session and draw symbols for hours. And then select things out of those symbols without thinking about it, because language is arbitrary. This is the updated version of the outfit, by the way. Let's see if my, okay, the window is set to the right size, I think. There you go. That's better. Fantasy's reached a 30 straight watch streak. Thank you so much for sharing your time with me. It's so worth it. We're spending time in the chat. Yeah. I don't even know what those noises were. God, this gray background looks so bad. Let's at least turn on the darker version. And up the transparency a little bit. There we go. Looks like he's about to take a rapier out and duel me. I mean, he could with his claws. It'd be like having 10 rapiers. Where's those claws? Where's the claws folder? Gotta find the claws folder. There's the claws folder. Come on, meow. With only 1/10 the range. I mean, you don't know how long he can make them. Besides, his skin is very strong, unlike mine. My skin is like, I scratch it lightly and it's just like, well, you're bleeding now. Apparently I'm thin-skinned. And the only reason I don't wear claws like that the whole time is because I like to use my hands. There's a reason why humans don't have actual claws, and it's because they get in the fucking way. But in terms of design style, I think we're getting to a place where things are good? Question mark. But yeah, the organza, definitely what we want to use for the sheer layer. Might even go with the off-white because it's off-white. I don't know. By the way, there's new emotes. It's a maximum length that can be useful as a weapon. I'd rather get some good food and make a new friend. Have fun with the patterns. What, for this outfit? Whoop! Hey, Fantasy, you should look at the points redeems. There's one there specifically for you. Me eye is itchy. Thanks for the hydrate core. At least there should be one there. Yeah, there's a new one there for generally specifically for fantasy, but Forever gets it first. Yeah! Must be dehydrated. Drink more. I made you a first redeem. Because you're usually here first. But yeah, as for the design, I'm not sure about the dark. I would be terrified to wear this in the sun. Lots of black. Lots of flares. Oh, there's a stray boo butt. Away with thee! Begone, thought! So, I haven't done any color variants at all for this. None. This is just the basics. We've got the old layered skirts version. Yep, I'm working on more emotes, guys. I thought it's probably about time I upgraded some things. I want stream to be more engaging and more fun. Glade Knight, hello! Oh, thanks for visiting the islands.
Glade Knight is visiting the island.
This is the 9th island. That's where I live. There's 9 islands in the Damoa Nation. Hello, how you doing? It's nice to meet you. Did you find us in the LARP category? Good morning, Ross. How you doing? LARP? Yes, we said LARP. I go to Conquest of Mythodia in Germany, but I'm Canadian. How do you do? Nice to meet you. Trying to have a good day? Hey, as long as you're trying to have a good day, maybe you'll actually have a good day. Face the day knowing that good things can happen. Fine, I'll drink more. I'm having coffee. It's not that hydrating. I do mostly art. But welcome to the community. Thank you so much for the follow and sharing your time with me and the rest of us. It's nice to meet you. Do you go to any LARPs? Tell us about that. LARP is a rare category. Oh, a nester. Awesome. Like that one guy who came in and ate all of our carpets and left. If you need another place to nest, there's a Discord community too. We got a lot of people there. Science is our most used category. You want to? Well, you 100% should. If you have the opportunity, even like a little local LARP, great. Do it. Yes, we're a bit chaotic here. I haven't turned Havarti back on. Let me go see about that. Where was that again? Oh, dear Lord. How am yeah, manage. We'll turn Havarti back on. I don't know if he'll work. There's no guarantee that Havarti will be awake today. He seems to be broken quite badly. Havarti is our little lumpfish friend down here in the sidebar between the followers and the subscribers. Havarti. No. Havarti seems to be well and truly broken today. And yesterday. He was working last week. I don't know what's wrong with him. If you were to go to a LARP glade, what kind of character would you play? What kind of LARP do you want to go to? There's so many. A very, very long time ago, I joined like a local chapter of Vampire. Requiem, I think it was still called. Or is it called Requiem now? He Havarti too hard. The Havarti party. It's just like laying on the living room floor surrounded by alcohol bottles. Too much mead. No, you can't eat baby lumpfish. They don't taste good. You have to wait till they're adults. Then they become angry and grumpy. They go from lumpfish to grumpfish, as one of our viewers put it. And they taste better when they get older. That's the fascinating thing about lumpfish. They're super adorable as babies, and they taste awful. You want to be an apothecary? Oh, man, if we could get you to go to Conquest with us, Arias would love you. She's starting an alchemy guild. Arias of Autumn is another member who comes to chat sometimes. And we're part of the Skilltree YouTube channel's camp called Dendronia. And she's started an alchemy guild within the camp. My character is not an alchemist, but he's a fortune teller. And he makes paper puzzles and imbues a piece of the red thread of fate into it. Let me bring out the puzzle stuff. Here we go again, guys. Let's turn on the other background. So, my character imbues the red thread of fate into a little folding paper puzzle. And when you unfold it, that's when it initiates the contract and connects your red thread of fate to the script on the paper and tells you your fortune. And it runs on a sliding scale of luck from prosperity to adversity, which is that little bit you see there. And we were working on making symbology for the Demora language. Yes. As Cora says, we were working on the language. Cora is our linguistics expert here. A lot of the kanji looking stuff you see in the corner is stuff from like 3 years ago when I first started creating this character. And this year he's getting a big level up on his clothing. Hope someone clipped the laughing fit yesterday. What, the time release suppository? You're an actual farmer that focuses on growing herbs and medical plants, wanting to shift into making business of fully supplies inventory to local healers, make a tea food truck for my wares as well. Want to be able to... That is awesome. And you are definitely in the right place. I'm not a farmer, but I want to start a homestead with a bunch of people. A number of people here, actually. And, do something like that. When I was younger, one of my dreams was to own a tea shop. I want to learn how to blend my own teas. I've never done that before, but I've always wanted to. I want to be a carpenter, and I want to keep bees. And ducks or chickens, or ducks and chickens. It wasn't as funny as the magic tits incident, yes. Arcane memories. I mean, you guys are free to clip things when I do stupid shit. Please go back and clip that. The VODs are available. But that sounds like an amazing thing. Like that's awesome. Are you in North America or elsewhere in the world? You don't have to dox yourself, you know. The North American continent is huge. We have a couple of people. Neficus, I believe his wife does herbal medicine. I think she's a nurse practitioner? Question mark. But she's got a strong interest in like herbal remedies and classic medicine and stuff. It's really neat. I haven't actually had a chance to talk with her. But she's trying to become a Canadian. A New England, Canada area. Nice. That means you're close to me. Being a state home address. I recently moved back into my childhood home with my parents because things became too unaffordable in Canada to live as an independent artist. Speaking of which, I also do art and art commissions. So obligatory. Those are other things. Where's the thing that I had open yesterday? I have too many things going on. Open this. And the commission I'm doing for Necromancer. So I'm painting Necromancer Dark's lovely wife as a succubus. He seems to be pleased with it so far. So there's that. Neff has booped my snoot. It is the boop snoot. Like the droop snoot. But a lot less sad. It is the snoot. I guess. Ow! How dare you interrupt the boopening? I took my meds. Neff, remember your meds. Necromancer isn't here to remind him, because he's away for Turkey Day. For the Americans. We stretch. I haven't had a chance to do that yet, even though I've already been up and down the stairs. Okay. We were introducing to a new person, Neff, and they grow herbs and medicinal plants. They might have good conversations with your waifu. Took them before stream. You woke up really early. Unfortunately, I have set my alarm for 8 a.m. now. I get up an hour before stream to have I make my tea or coffee, and I sit down with my parents and I spend some time with them. Enjoy your nap in the shade, Ross. I hope you have a good Turkey Day tomorrow. Imagine being American, losing Cap. But yeah, Neff, we have a new person, Glade Knight. They arrived this morning through the LARP tab. The LARP search. It's a rare category on Twitch. We need more of us. The LARPers need to take over the world. And they grow medicinal herbs like in real life. So if they join the community and your wife joins the community, I don't know if she's on the Discord, uh, then we'll have herbalist people chit chatting. We do have a gardening section on the Discord, specifically in the wilds area. So if you want to talk farming and plants and nature, just 100% go there. We like to share stuff on permaculture. My wife's a pharmacy tech in New Jersey. She enjoys gardening with a focus on medicinal herbs. Hey! She'd like to take a whack at growing some varieties for tea to try and wean herself off coffee. I love tea. More tea, people. Tea, 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 tea. We had someone show up that's gonna fit right in. Oh, let me try and adjust my light here. Sauce making me look angry. Hot leaf juice. It's delicious. It comes in many flavors. The hot bean water only comes in one flavor. Bitter. I know coffee has more nuance than that. But my dad makes coffee that should be considered a chemical weapon under the Geneva Convention. So, I drink instant coffee when I drink coffee. I make it myself. But yeah, Glade, if you get a chance to go to a LARP, even if it's like a small one or just like an evening LARP or a parlor LARP, like 100% do it. It's a lot of fun. It's healing in ways I can't express and builds confidence. When you see other nerds like you who are just normal people, everyone from grocery store attendants to nuclear physicists will LARP. And when you see other people just like nerding out along with you, it is the best thing ever. To know that, you know, you're not weird or abnormal or fringe in any way. Like if you end up at Conquest, it's like a 12,000 strong LARP. Like, that's a lot of people. It's a whole ass major convention, people. Anime North is like 15 to 20,000 people. Neff has also never been to a LARP. Hopefully one day we can get him to a LARP. Apparently there are lots in the local area enough. My brother's Gildy on WoW, she knows a lot of the local LARPs. So I'm hoping maybe to like get her to join the community a little bit. She's an actual costume designer for actual production companies. And that's something that I want to do. I love doing costume design, even if it's frustrating like this one. The most coffee, like, general medicinal herb I know of. Hands over the humble and a plenty dandelion root. My oppa used to make dandelion wine. I sweeten mine with honey made from the petals, too. Ooh. Yeah, I want to keep bees. I don't know why, but I've always wanted to keep bees. Even though I'm, like, generally afraid of bugs, I'm not afraid of bees. Especially bumblebees. I know they're not, like, standard honeybee kind of thing. Honeybees are more bug-like than bumblebees, but I like bumblebees, too. Bees? My wife uses honey to sweeten her coffee and teas too, even though she doesn't like actual honey. Yeah, but honey can like... Honey's a good antiseptic, and it lasts forever. Properly sealed, it can last literally forever. It's because it's hydrophobic, you know? Honey doesn't like water, and it's just like, no! Reject! And thus mold can't grow on it, because mold needs moisture. Caduceus speaks with animals just to grace them. Hello, bees! Alright, let's see what this picture is. Ah. That's adorable. Please tell me that actually happened in the game. I haven't watched that campaign. I don't find myself with a lot of time. I'd rather spend my time watching science videos. Like, I watched the one that I linked in Sciences this morning on the Japanese mega projects for water remediation and stuff. Though not dressed as bees, it's too bad. But I didn't expect them to be dressed as bees in the actual campaign. Good news, we can be bees! Yeah, let's turn off the puzzle stuff here. Anyway, so I'm not certain about the colors. I could bring in the red again. Back on the wrap skirt. This is... Is this the right one? Yes. I have too many folders, man. Clothes, here we go. Right back to where we were before. I took off the all of the crazy patterns on the sleeves, and I think it's better. I think one of the things that was really bothering me was all of the pattern on the sleeve. It was too much. Nameless may be gay, but he's not attention-seeking and flamboyant kind of gay. And if you're wondering, Glade, this is my character for Conquest. So we're redesigning the costume. Arias! Arias, I found you another... I found you another alchemist. Glade Knight has joined us. Glade Knight wants to go to a LARP. For most people, I know Conquest is unachievable, but they do medicinal herbs and farming in real life and want to like make a tea cart. Feel free to introduce yourself, Glade, to Arias. Arias is awesome, and part of the reason I stream. Yes, she's very whimsical. She's a terrifying, adorable little fae queen. Bean. I designed her costume, which is why I need to design my costume to make it better, because otherwise she's like, look at my beautiful design, and this is the person who designed it, and it's like going from beautiful gilded gorgeous princess to a shiny turd. So I'm just like, I need to step up my game, man. Bidet? Good day, Arius. Beep beep, I'm sheep. But yeah, Arius insisted on commissioning me to design her boyfriend's costume. Dance and dinos. Dance and dinos. Uh-oh. At jail. We wait. The inadvertent activate my NPC mode there. The dancing dinosaurs. First from meow! Grog misunderstanding stuff. People saying good day. Grog says bidet. People saying be pleased. Grog says beep beep. I love Grog though. He's great. My style of potions involves mildly inconveniencing folks. Hey. That's fun. I need to come up with like positive ow! Positive curses. I'm guessing like the go pick flowers is gonna be, you know, some of the positive stuff. But I need more innocuous things like that that are gonna get people to like go and explore things and meet other people. I think that's the way I really want to focus on how the curses work, the curses and blessings. Try not to say too much while Glade is stuck in ad jail. 11 acres! I am so jealous! Oh, God, I wish I had money. Welcome back. I'm sorry for the ads. They do help me keep going and buy food for my derp cat. Which I do have to go out later today and buy food for my derp cat. But I'll make a multiple journey of it today because hopefully my medication will be available. I ran out of ADHD medication today. And the pet store is far away and I can't drive, but my brother needs to go grocery shopping. I need to talk to the pharmacy, and then also we need to drop stuff off at the Value Village. Yes, Cora always throwing money at me with his tier 3 sub. Secret tier 3 sub that he's been hiding all this time. Fuck. Ah. Death always drowning me. So the Hydra death. Deep, deep, I'm a sheep. I'll happy sitting at Joe's for until I have cash flow to subscribe. This is my cash flow. I can't seem to get a job anywhere. This has been like the tale my whole life. I've been looking for a job since I was 14. I am 40 now. Have I found a job? I haven't found a career, that's for sure. But hey, I'm not gonna give up. And besides, I really like doing this. So, you know, if this ends up becoming what I do, that's great. Because I just like hanging out with people, shooting the shit, chilling in the breeze, you know. Keep your pants on, people. Compliments are illegal. No, you should compliment yourselves first. Because you are worthy of love. Starting OnlyFans. I mean, I considered it, but only doing like saucy arts. So you would pay per art piece that went up, and it would be saucy arts. say the great. I am not great. I am a potato. You know this. You know this. I am potato. Sometimes I'm a mashed potato and filled with sadness. But that's okay, because mashed potatoes are still delicious. Not every day can be a good day. It's like super dark, dank, and dreary. It's like ultra dismal today. It's going to be 8 degrees and raining. Say the great potato. I'll take that one. Your name doesn't rhyme with potatoes in any way. I'm not smart and witty enough to come up with something interesting. But know you. A person who's great is Cora, who comes here all the time and hangs out with us, supports the community, and allows me to keep doing this. This secret tier 3 sub. And the only reason I noticed was because of Malvikine. Because my sub, I never thought anyone would tier 3 sub me, so I was just like, oh, I don't need a special indicator for tier 3 sub emote thing, or subscription notification words. God damn it, Cora. You filled me with joy and happiness and feelings. Woohoo! Hold on, I'll go give you the role. Let me go there. Oh, Arias sent me a message. Good night. Roles. I'm gonna go visitor. I set roles manually on this Discord. Mostly because for some reason I couldn't get them to set automatically, but also it lets me know who's who when coming in. Because sometimes we've had a couple of people who came in and they're like, would you like to join my Minecraft server? And you can get 15% of all the money your subscriptions spend on loot boxes in our community, even though it's against the EULA. Fuck. You sent me a damn with a potion list. Ooh. Is this for making a little potions? That is not Discord. Hello? Mouse click right thing. Ooh. Should be pink. That's all I can think of. Just capital letters. Bear! Fusro meow! All the spikeable ones. How many of these are you going to be making? Like, are you going to be repeat making them? I'm working on figuring how to make roses with Sculpey. So, like, some of these you could probably just easily sculpt without having to make a mold. Because you're expecting people to come by and, like, buy these for copper and never see the bottle again, aren't you? I have debated making Lagruna's potion bottles. For some, yes, but I might say the fancy ones for spiking quests. Well, depending on how easy it is to make them, it could be, you know, one of those things where, you know, somebody comes and buys one from you and they, you know, they get to keep it, so... that's like a cool trinket that they have. Afterwards, they can like hang it from their belt or something, or keep it in their gear, or as a like a memory from game, which is really neat. I love trinkets, which is part of the reason why I like the Frivalita cards, because they're kind of a trinket in the way, but they also suit my character. But as for what you want, or what... Neff has redeemed a posture check. Everybody on Shrimp Thine spines. Give yourself a little stretch back and forth while I become the cross between Deckard Cain and Bane. Oh, goodness. Words are hard. A little wave back and forth like seaweed in the ocean currents. I changed my settings so I don't move as smoothly as I used to when I was trying to fix whatever was wrong with my Vignon the other day. I did kind of sound like Deckard Cain and Bane rolled into one back there. On Shrimp Thine spine, crunch, crackle, crinkle. It's like what happens when Tesla plays with the bacon toy. And I'll take a sip of my coffee for Cora. See, words are hard today. Okay. What was I saying? As for how much I want for designs, I don't freaking know, man. I was just gonna do them for you because it's fun. Would you like a prawn? Take a sip of that shrimp cocktail. So what'd you get fired for? For making a shrimp slushy. Why would you make a shrimp slushy? Because I was hungry and thirsty at the same time. Yeah, like, dude, you're so supportive. We need a shrimp potion. It just makes you hunch over and walk all, like, sideways. Oh my god, having a crab potion where you have to, like, put your arms up to the side, like, shuffle sideways for a crab, for, like, a full minute. That would be hilarious. Like, where's my drawing program? Where you have to... You have to make an angry face. Crab potion. Shrimp bisque, yes. When I meet someone who activates the danger zone in me, normally I am innocuous, okay? But Monsty and Arius, they turned me into the danger twin, okay? They activate something hidden deep within me, the evil me. My inner demon that has been repressed by society. Because chewing takes so much effort. Every day gets better here, man. I love it. Neff never fails to make me laugh. You're funny, Neff. Did you know that? I don't think I've ever had lobster bisque, to be honest. But frankly, that's not surprising, because 2 of the 4 people in this household are deadly allergic to shellfish. And the other 2 absolutely fucking crave it. My dad and I love shellfish. My brother used to love shrimp, and then one day he was suddenly allergic to it. You know, shrimp tried to kill him one day. Windfucker is a nickname for a bird in Britain. Hi, that wind fucker. Look at him go. How shellfish. You guys are killing me today. It's just death. There it is. If I laugh too hard, I start coughing because of lung damage. The suppository with the release timer. Yeah, that came up earlier while you were away. So Glade, I was looking for a digital pocket watch because I'll allow that. So I had to pause to allow the word fucker. I really should set my chat to 18 plus, but then I get less money from ads. I had to allow that one a second time. I was looking for digital pocket watches because I really hate ticking sounds. They drive me batshit insane, okay? And we were sadly disappointed in the lack of really beautiful digital pocket watches. They were like, oh, this is a digital clock, so we're just going to put digital clock in a pocket watch shape. But also we found one that was like a smooth silicone sort of pill tab thing. It has like the little spot for the numbers. And like a little button here and a hole on the side for like putting a little clip on it to put it on your backpack. It's apparently a digital pocket watch, but they're so smooth and pill shaped. Glade Knight has gone for a nap in the shade, and Glade's just like, alright, fuck this shit, I'm out. Fun fact, fucker used to be a normal word. See John LaFucker. Look into the place names of a funny F word. Yeah. I mean... there are a lot of words, like the other F word, that means a bundle of sticks, and it just became a slur for whatever reason. And that's how language works, you know. This file is getting so huge. I will never understand how big is this file. I need to find out. Hold on. Names, design files. This file is 180 megabytes. The previous file was 29. The original inspiration board was 10. Yeah, that too. It's also a cigarette, but the original meaning for, and, yeah, so, the longer version of that F word, that sounds like maggot, means a bundle of sticks. And I suspect that one from a bundle of sticks sounds like the word rag that starts with F. I don't want to use the word because it is considered a slur now. And even though I'm using it in the context to explain its historical original meaning, I still want to avoid saying it because there are some people who would still be upset by it. Or because a group of men is a sausage party. Or a bundle of sticks. Alright, let's see. The best way to sin would be killing the president. New idea. Adultery. What? Death? Death is on a completely different wavelength from the rest of us. Might be where the slur term came from. Who knows? I love being British and hearing about someone bumming a fog. Yeah, that just operates on a completely different wavelength. It just comes in with the non sequiturs, and you're just like, what? I love it. Don't worry. For the people who weren't here earlier, there's some new emotes. Hold on. We have to open that up now. Bloop, 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 bloop. Emotes. So there's this one, which I would like to lower down a little so you see more of the horns and less of the torso. And this other one that we were working on a long time ago. I'm already out of coffee, guys. What is this? We're only 58 minutes in, I'm already out of coffee. The wild Joker card in this chat. You are. And you rock it. It's good. So yeah, I made the winking one and the uwu, which is just called wow. Throw meow. And then Havarti like, huh? So what I've been doing is I've been taking the screenshots of my avatar that Fantasy keeps giving me when I do something weird or make a funny face, and I've been using those as references to make the new emotes. It's okay, Fantasy. You can sit in the crypt and sew. I'm actually not sure how the Demora deal with their dead. They might just throw them into a volcano. Who knows? Maybe there's some really creepy Demora that eat them. I don't know. Those are the like necro demon ones that survived being outbred. And they're just something else now that lives in the wild. They're not actually Demora. They're just like their own sort of monstrous beast. And they just come and eat the dead. But among the among the emotes, we have the cursed shrimp. Which I might make into an animated emote. As a matter of fact, let's work on something a little bit fun today. This is the upper range of our animated emote. It's called Cursed Shrimp, by the way. Some cremate the volcano, some do burials at sea. Yeah, maybe. It could be different per island. They are, in some ways, the islands are their own subcultures. You're going down, you Sputnik. Is this a weird insult? So, how to insult someone who's not Russian? Call them a Sputnik. Well, let me delete that. I have to put these into subfolders. call this unshrimp. And we'll call this folder shrimp. And it's just a 2-frame animated emote that will shrimp and unshrimp. You don't know what a Sputnik is? Sputnik is the first satellite ever launched. It was Russian. It was called Sputnik. One of the first satellites. I'm not sure if it was the first, but it was certainly among the first, and it's sort of what sparked the space race. And the reason Russia lost the space race is because of corrupt communism. So here's the question. How am I going to make this into something good? Should I put the shrimp legs on? It looks kind of creepy with them, though. First artificial satellite to maintain orbit around Earth. Thank you, Neff. Now you're going to watch me struggle for 100 years with triangles. I don't like the little fangs. Let's be honest, I probably should draw those on separate layers if I'm going to fix up the lines. Fog for cigarettes comes from the word fogend, meaning loose piece or last remnant of cloth referred to the butts of cigarettes. Oh, okay. Thing is, we don't need a lot of detail in this because it's going to be very small. You're going to be seeing it like this big, right? Make it a bit brighter. I need color. We're up to 72 layers in this file. I'm sorry, Havarti is just not working. Yeah, I'm sorry. I was hoping he would work today, but he's just not. But Nefus boop the snoot. It is the boop snoot, like the droop snoot. But it is the snoot that gets booped. The boop snoot. The verb fog means to droop, decline in strength, or become weary. And I say fog. Ah, meh. Can't say the word. Therefore, to be truly gay, you must be tired as hell. That's a mood. Look at that mischievous little face. I drew this on the same layer as this. Okay. We can erase these parts. We'll just go in here and carefully clean up. It doesn't have to be beautiful. As a matter of fact, the more jank it is, the better. Just knife in the background. That are permanently flaccid? Wow. I wonder if it more stemmed from gay people being more likely to smoke or something, or they were often seen smoking. Probably because they were stressed AF, and it was considered something hip and cool, and are more likely to be the kind of person that follows trends. A little hair bun. I'm gonna grab our red color. Oh, Tesla's apparently meowing at the family. And my dad's down there imitating him. I don't know if you heard that. They make a pill for that. Well, it's because flaccid isn't a bad term. I'll drink my soda instead. Yeah. See, the automod thinks you're trying to get around being moderated for that word, and that's why it's doing that. physiotherapist must be here. They've closed my door. Welcome back, Glade. We were worried we'd scared you off. I'm working on an unshrimp emote. It is called Cursed Shrimp for a reason. Okay, I'm going to take the tail from this and put that on a separate layer. I'm gonna take it and drop it behind everything else. Because I want to take the rest of this. I think probably look better as its original size. I was hoping to make it a little bit bigger. It'd be fun if the emote swam over the screen when you redeemed it. The god Diabatus. No scare up. I ran off to break my fast. Living on a timer for my liver and diabetes. Fair enough. I'm generally a OMAD, so I do 1 meal a day. So I understand this. Okay, we're gonna take Cursed Shrimp. All of Cursed Shrimp. Gonna make it maximally fit the screen. There are some problems still with this one. Why am I tilting? Where is this coming from? It's coming from this one. Ah. Thank you for the hydrate. My sugar-free soda. Woo woo! Tesla's here. He likes to coil around my legs. Okay, let's grab the eye color. This is so cursed. And apparently I'm a cooked shrimp. Don't worry, we'll fix this a bit. This is just so cursed. I have a 3-tier intermittent fasting and take herbs to support my liver since my diabetes is a product of my non-alcoholic liver disease. 100% curable by lifestyle and diet change. Yes, it is. I'm at risk for type 2 diabetes. Because I am quite hefty. And so I try to get more exercise. Just for making sure that, like, I don't get blood clots. I'm at risk for deep vein thrombosis, as most of the women in my family on both sides are. So I'm at double risk. So I got it from both my grandmothers. And way back in the beginning, chat actually was very gracious and funded a walking pad for me, which is currently in my brother's room, still in the box, because there's no place in this house to put it. So I haven't been able to use it, but winter is coming, so I've really got to get going on cleaning out the basement. Standing desk next. Okay, well, I'll make a campaign for a standing desk. I would definitely really like one. I have a desktop to put on it. So I think the plan is going to be to put that desktop on a set of standing desk legs and then build out around it. I think I shared a video of somebody doing something similar. So that you don't have the ugly legs just hanging out. And yeah, my biggest concern is my computer has very loose ports. So, like, if I use the standing desk, it might, like, discombobulate everything. Worried about that. Thank you, Glade. I appreciate that. I'm trying. We're getting there. I've lost almost 14 pounds since I moved back 2 months ago. And I think that was just from going up and down the stairs all the time. Except this is really funny. So the step into the garage used to be the step for the back door. It was this concrete thing. Just a formed concrete step. It's hollow on the inside and it's held together with rebar and best wishes. And so I'm going in and out of the garage, and so my right knee was damaged in 2004 or 2005. It was 2004 at a medieval camp where I slipped on a rock, and the rest of my body kept going down the hill, and my lower leg just stayed in place. So I nearly tore all ligaments in my knee, and none of the doctors were like, you know, we'll get an x-ray and take a look at it or anything. I was in tremendous pain. It was the most pain I'd ever felt in my whole life. Even up to this point. And so it's catching up with me now that I'm 40. And so I'm always very ginger with my right knee. So I was stepping down into the garage with my left leg. And the concrete step just snaps in half. Just shunk. And I go straight down. Onto my good knee with, you know, the weight that I have, which is 300 and, at the time, 26 pounds of force, straight down onto my already crepitous, riddled knee. And this electric pain fired through me for like half a second, and I was like, oh fuck. And I just put it off. I was just like, it's okay. It's okay. I'm the kind of person who can fall down a flight of stairs and get up and walk away. I'll feel it later. And I knew I was going to feel the knee later, but then I kept feeling the knee. But yeah, I cracked a concrete step in half. So, I won't lie, I am tremendously huge. I do have friends that are bigger than me, and I understand the struggle to lose weight. Every time I lose weight, I always seem to put more back on than I lost. And it's such a struggle. So, if you're heavy, know that you are understood here. So, now my left knee is damaged. I just had x-rays done on both my knees because I went back to my family doctor after moving back. And somehow I was still a client of his, so I didn't have to search for a new doctor, thank God. And he just so happens to specialize in sports medicine. I think his whole practice is based around it. And like he doesn't even have an inspection bench in his office when you go to consult with him. And he goes and just like rolls around his desk, comes with a wheelie chair, comes up to me sitting in my little wheelie chair, and he just pokes my knee in one spot, and I'm just like, ah! And he's like, yep, we're taking an x-ray. And because my legs aren't healing, after my first flight to Germany, I started getting swelling in my legs, and my legs stopped healing below the knee. And they started getting lots of wounds, and it's a sign of problems with your veins. So I also had some ultrasound done on my legs to check for DVT, or deep vein thrombosis, to make sure I don't have any blood clots, which was the big concern I was having in the spring when everybody funded the walking pad for me. So very graciously and insanely, because Neff and Necromancer are insane men. Now I have another appointment on the 18th of December. I don't think there will be a stream that day because the appointment's early in the morning. It's 11 in the morning. So like I would already have to be ending stream now to go to that appointment. So maybe there will be a short stream that morning, but definitely won't be anything substantial. But I have to wait for a specialist for this particular ultrasound. So I couldn't get them all done on one day, and I have to be fasted for it, which is why it's in the morning. Because apparently people can't go from dinner to dinner without eating. They're just like, make sure you're hydrated, and I'm like, oh, Chad will make sure of that, I'm sure. So, yeah, I'm trying to get my health back in order and get my weight down and make sure that I get up every once in a while. Like I'm sitting here and doing like little leg stretches. So like let's draw another stick man here. So like I'll be sitting at the desk and like your feet are flat on the ground, but then you like raise your knees and you go up on your tippy toe. And you keep flexing that up and down like that. And it's a really good exercise for people who tend to sit a lot, because it uses this whole muscle group through here and here. So you're getting a lot of extra motion through there, and it's really, really a good exercise if you sit a lot. I'm gonna leave the crab stick man because he's great. But yeah, like even just that little exercise, like it's good for you. So there are little things you can do, like if you have difficulty with mobility. Oh, sorry, I lowered my Clip Studio out of the way. Can't believe I'm drawing the cursed shrimp today. This was not the plan, by the way. I don't know what I'm doing half the time, okay? I am not your professional streamer with, like, plans and schedules and shit. I stream from 9 till usually 3 hours. Thank you for the hydrate, Cora. And that's that one empty. Because that was from last night. Corn! Conch Lobster, how you doing? It's good to see you again. How you doing? I hope you're having a good day. Foster check! Everybody unshrimp thine spines. Hold on. Give yourself a little stretch. Unshrimp, become conch lobster. We'll go from shrimp to unshrimp. There we go. Also recommend doing some calf stretches on the stairs on occasion too. Yeah, just having stairs in the house has really helped. Like I've been living in an apartment with one story for the last 15 years. The stairs are not something I encounter often. So when I got home, like my calf muscles needed a few days to stretch back out, and I would be like hobbling down the stairs because my calf muscles were too truncated from living on one level for so long. But yes, untrim thine spines, become lobster. Give yourself a little stretch on the sides. You gotta get those little side muscles in your torso. Those feel really good when you stretch them out a little bit. Just slow sway back and forth like seaweed in the ocean currents. Gonna go eating stuff. Then gonna finish the base on the golden puppet. Yeah! We're drawing the cursed shrimp today. I don't know whether I should put leggies on it. This might be a little too cursed. I'll give myself little arms. What even am I drawing? It's funny because you're barely gonna see it because it's gonna be so small. I'm not happy with this color though. It's too pink. That is too skin tone. That is weird. Let's not increase saturation. Okay, then we lock this. It has like little white meat on the belly, right? And the tail usually has some little white striations. Why am I being so careful with this? Where are the horns? The horns are here. This is what I get for not naming my layers. Hold on. I need color. My inverse candy corn here. Or nearly inverse candy corn. All of my gold stuff is missing. That's what's so weird about this. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Had an idea. We're gonna put his little collar on the tail. If I could fucking draw! Guys, why is drawing a square so hard? We're gonna do...
Chisasi Baku XX is visiting the island.
Chisasi Baka! Hello, how you doing? Welcome to the islands. Tell us your story. How'd you find us? We're trying the unshrimp emote. It is going to be our first animated emote. I don't know how I'm going to animate it, but I'll figure it out, I'm sure. What Tesla, what do you want? I have a cat named Tesla. He just meowed. You probably heard him. He wants attention. Nugget, come here, baby. He wants me to play with him with the string. I'm good. I was just trying to find new art streamers. You seem cool. Well, thank you so much. And Half Eaten Pumpkin, welcome back. How you doing? I hope you're having a great day. But yes, I'm Seika. I'm a Demora. We're a descendant of the incubus and succubus race of demons mixed with a whole bunch of other ones. I happen to be a pure QB. QB is a gender-neutral term for incubus, and I am an artist and a LARPer. The character that I play is also the character that I use at Conquest of Mythodia LARP in Germany. But I am Canadian. How you doing? And thank you so much for coming by and for the follow. I am drawing myself as a shrimp right now. But I do also other artworks. For the last few days we've been working on redesigning my costume for the LARP. And we've also been working on the overlay background. And we're going to be designing a little tablet that goes in front of my avatar. And I do also commissions for people. Let me go open that. Gotta go to the right folder. This is a commission that we're working on when it finally opens. There we go. Hello, Chisasi. 3-stream watch streak from Half Eaten Pumpkin. Pumpkin, thank you so much for sharing your time with me here. Time is precious. You never know how much of it we've got. So if you choose to share it with me, I really, really do appreciate it. I'm having a good day. Had a horrible test today, though. Was it a difficult test, as in, like, was it horrible as in it was difficult, or was it horrible and think you bombed it? Because if you bombed it, I'm sorry. But if it was just a difficult test, I hope you did alright, and I wish you success. One of the times I failed a math test in high school, I was so depressed that I forgot my hoodie on a bench, and nobody returned it to the lost and found. In fact, I saw one of my bullies wearing it a few days later, and I knew it was mine because it had a particular little bleach stain on the front. And I was like, that's my sweater. And he's like, no, it's not. I bought it at this store. And I'm like, they don't even sell it at that store. And also, I got that bleach stain while doing this project. And he's like, fuck you. And then he left. And he was a smoker, so I didn't want it back anyways. But it was my favorite hoodie. And, yeah. That's my experience with bad tests. At 2 and 50 on the first math test of the year, it sucked, and everyone keeps reminding me because the teacher told everyone, what the fuck? I would have, did you tell that teacher, like, why did you do that? I would have gone to the principal and said, the teacher told everybody I got this grade on this test, and it was really embarrassing. And wrong. That is wrong. Like, I consider that on the same level of not quite the same level, but a similar level to outing someone as like being gay or something. Like, that is just absolutely, the teacher should not be doing that. I kind of just cried, bro, I'm too much of a pussy to do shit. You know what? One day you will get fed up and the bitch boots will just materialize on your feet, and you will just kick the proverbial shit out of the next person who crosses you. And you know what'll happen? You'll realize it feels really good to stand up for yourself, and that people walk over you because you don't stand up for yourself. So, Chisasi, I hope that you learn to put on the bitch boots. I hope they appear for you one day and bless you with their mighty power. It is a great boon to stand up for yourself. It is also a great boon to believe in yourself. Not everybody's good at math. You don't have to be good at math to get by in the world. As long as you try your best, that's all that matters. I found out that I'm surprisingly good at linear algebra, but that's only because I had an excellent teacher teaching me linear algebra. And so my ability to learn things is entirely dependent on the ability of my teacher. I also had undiagnosed ADHD my whole life, and I found out at 38 years old. That was 2 years ago. And I ran out of my ADHD medication today, and my pharmacy's like, no, you have to contact the pharmacy, like, online. They're like, you have to contact the pharmacist, but I can't find the phone number for the goddamn pharmacy because, fuck. Yeah, so, look. That teacher did you a wrong. Twin, I think most of us here have some problem or another, some issue, some personality quirk. There's a lot of us who are like that here. So, that teacher did you a wrong, and if you're still in that school and in that grade, if this is a recent thing, if you're a teenager, or this was college or something. If this was college, I would go to the department head and talk to them. If this was high school, I would go to the principal. It was this year? Okay. You're a teenager? Okay. So, just so you know, we're technically an 18 plus community. So, no joining the Discord, please. Not until you're 18. But you're welcome to come to stream. I don't do anything more sus on stream than this painting. It's okay. It's okay. I am very much a fan of giving guidance to youths. So, what I would like you to do is I would like you to maybe go to your principal and sit down with them and say, hey, look, this teacher did this, to me, and it has made me very uncomfortable and hurt me a lot. And the other kids are teasing me because of it. Not everybody's good at math, okay? And some people, they might need more help. I didn't find out until I was like 32 that the line in a fraction is representative of the division symbol, and the two dots on the top and bottom of that line are the fucking numbers. And you know what? That changed my whole view on math. I didn't learn that till like 32 or 34 or something, when my roommate told me, who's 6.5 years younger than me. So, sometimes, especially people with ADHD, we miss certain things that are so key to our understanding of a subject that when we do find that piece of information, it changes our whole worldview on a certain subject. So for me, that was a defining moment of math understanding, because before then, like, I was so bad with fractions, I just didn't get it. I'm like, how do people do this? And it's simply divide. And no one thought to tell me it that simply my whole goddamn life. So, I have inattentive type ADD. So, I tend to be lost in my own head a lot. Because of a Twitter post? Yeah. It was the internet that made me realize I have ADHD. And back when I was your age and younger, they didn't diagnose girls with ADHD. They thought it was purely for boys only. Hira, hello, welcome. I'm glad to see you again. I hope you're having a good day. We've got a couple of new people today. The community's growing really fast all of a sudden. It's shocking. Yeah, we have a young person here who is having some difficulties with school and probably a little bit of self-esteem. So, and that kills me to see that. I can't stand it. So I want you to learn to stand up for yourself. And I would like you to go talk to your principal, or if you have a guidance counselor or a school counselor, talk to them and ask them for advice on what to do. Because clearly the way this teacher treated you for struggling in a subject did not help at all. And, like, you can show them the VOD for this. It'll be on my YouTube channel. Once it expires on Twitch, it'll still be on my YouTube channel. So remember the date. Write it down or something. And you can come to this point in the VOD, and you can show that to your principal and say, this person is an adult, and they said to me that I should come and talk to you about what this teacher did. Because it is absolutely unacceptable that the teacher outed you for getting a bad grade in front of the whole class. It is 100% unacceptable. Alright? What the teacher should have done was have a chat with you after school and ask you, hey, I see you're struggling with this. How can I help you to understand this subject so that you don't fail? That's what a good teacher does. I may be a scuffed potato incubus streamer who's a VTuber, so I have, like, a cute anime boy as my avatar, and I go play make-believe in Germany once a year with 12,000 other people. But, seriously, like, I'm still an adult. I've been through the ringer. I've had kind of a shit lot in life. Yeah, and that's a result of teaching techniques and knowledge not keeping up. The treating boys with ADHD differently. And a lot of people don't know that that ADHD, like autism, is a spectrum. There are different kinds of ADHD, and it needs to be handled differently. So, I don't think you're bad at math. I think math is probably just not a good subject for you, or it's not being taught in a way that engages you to be at a understanding. They can do no wrong as strong. They throw clay at me. Yeah, people broke my clay sculptures in art class. I'll show you what kinds of things I sculpt now. Hold on. Bringing up the T-Pets, guys. As soon as I can find them. But if you want someone to stand up for you, I will advocate for you with your principal and against your teacher. 100%. Where are the T-Pets? These are video files. Oh, this is Lagoon. I'm in the wrong folder. Just go to level up art folder. Where have I hidden the T-Pets? Find them fucking eventually. It's the hex puzzles. Still looking. Hold on. This is frustrating because there's a lot. Okay, those are the incomplete T-Pets. There's one of the T-Pets in progress. Okay, let me catch up on what's all happening. I asked to switch to a new class as well. I was so bad at maths until I switched to a different teacher and single-handedly made me all right at maths. Yeah, Pumpkin's advice is also good. If you have the option to have a different teacher, 100% switch. Because that teacher, not good for you, and if you bring up the problems with the teacher to like the principal, you never know what that teacher might do. If they're kind of a vindictive person, which they give me that vibe, if you can switch, 100% do it. What, Ross, you didn't know that they didn't do ADHD for girls? Yeah, they thought autism and ADHD were boy thing only. Yeah, because the autism and ADHD, they get away with it. When I wear headphones or struggle in class, I get yelled at. Yeah, yeah. That's misogyny at work. And, like, I'm not, like, your blue-haired leftist SJW type. I'm very, very centrist. I pride myself in being a centrist. But I am very much for equality. Boys and girls, our problems are slightly different. But, we do both get autism and ADHD, and girls are better at masking, so we hide it better, and we just tend to be seen as problematic or moody, and it's sexism. It's just straight up sexism, and it's stupid. And the fact that it's still happening to young girls in 2025 is the most infuriating thing in the world. You guys did clay? Yeah. The first high school I went to, like, all of the good programs kept getting canceled. So I switched high schools, which was the best thing ever. Because I got to be with all the friends that I had in elementary school. Because I was shifted up to a different district in elementary school. Because my district was too full. So I became friends with everybody in the other district. Also didn't realize I had ADHD in school because other brain things, anxiety, possible autism, masked a lot. I would overcompensate by like finishing my work the day it was assigned. Yeah, Hira had the different ADHD to me, where I would never get anything done and I wouldn't appear to study or do any assignments, and then I would walk into a test and ace it because I just knew the subject, because I'm naturally curious, so I do a lot of reading outside of school. I would pretend to be sick a lot so that I could stay home and read books because it was more calming for me. I was also sick a lot on top of that. So I missed a lot of regular school, and I do regret not getting better grades. But hey. Eileen, hello! Hello, my dear friend. How are you doing? We've got new people today. We're advocating for young people. We've got a new LARPer person who wants to get into LARPing as well. It's been a busy day. There are a lot of colorful words I could pick regarding what was done to you, and the people who did as much would be barely coherent right now, so most I'll say is wow, just wow. I'd like to legit talk to the staff, not talk as a euphemism while I hold an object. I mean actually talk to these people, yes. I would gladly have a conversation with these people about that. I really hope you have supportive adults and peers that will listen up and help you out. Yes. Yes, I am right there with Hira on that one. I have no idea, I just assume I get for making an assumption. That's the thing with assuming, you make an ass of you and me. Sorry, my dad taught me that one when I was really young. Yep, fantasy is making a pouch for a friend. Not seemingly being interested in some stuff, but other things I did quickly with great efficiency. Yeah, that's a strong sign of ADHD. Also, sorry, I found the finished picture of the T-Pets. I'm just gonna copy that and put that to clipboard. Oh god, clicked on the wrong thing. While still keeping up some pretense of actually doing work and showing art and stuff. The finished T-Pets, Fox and Crow. But yes, I do strongly believe in advocating for the youth, because I didn't have somebody who had the knowledge that I have now. Thank you, Chisasi. I can't call you Cheese because my brother's name is Cheese. So calling you Cheese would be weird, so I'm just gonna have to call you Cheese Sussy. Yes, these were used to Conquest this year. I made these for a friend. I'm making molds of them, and then I'll be giving duplicates, more refined duplicates, to the friend for his tea shop at Conquest of Mythodia, which is, since Chisasi is young, it is the world's largest fantasy LARP that takes place in Brooklow, Germany in August. So, yeah. If the teachers or guidance counselor or whatever tells you don't take it too seriously, you can show them this part of the VOD. Someone can clip this. They can fuck right off, and you're not blowing it out of proportion or being too sensitive. Because that stuff, those moments, can shape who you are for the rest of your life. Positive and negative interactions. I had a teacher give me an assignment for write anything 2 pages double-spaced for your final English project. I gave him 14 pages double-spaced of an original story that I wrote. He gave me 100% on that assignment and took me aside after class and said, if you keep writing this way, you could be the next J.K. Rowling. Well, nowadays, that would be like a black mark. Back then, the third Harry Potter book had just come out, and I had only read it for the first time 3 months before that. And that changed the trajectory of my life. I went to school for English rhetoric and professional writing, and I graduated from an honors program from one of the world's most well-known universities, University of Waterloo in Canada, known for their engineering, mathematics, and arts programs. Okay, I struggled a lot. I worked really hard. I worked my ass off. But it's made me who I am today. A comment like that. Because before then, I just thought, you know, I'm not good at anything. Because I hadn't had a teacher compliment me like that since grade fucking 2. As a matter of fact, I went from the gifted program in grades 1 and 2 to special education in grade 3 because the teacher didn't like girls and I was being horribly bullied by all the other kids in school because I have a birthmark on my face. So not only did he believe I was stupid just because I was a girl, but he put me in special ed without telling my parents. My parents never knew. I never knew that they never knew. I thought they had agreed to it, and my self-esteem plummeted. And it took me until last year to start recovering from that at 39 years old. So a teacher outing you for doing poorly on a math test in front of the whole class is wholly unacceptable. It is unacceptable behavior from an adult who should 100,000% know better. So, I think you guys can tell, especially Ross can probably tell. I am angry for you. I am angry on your behalf. So, feel free to clip that, a multi-clip or whatever. But they should know better. Shame on them for outing you like that. They should have pulled you aside and said, hey, look, I see that you're struggling. Can I help you with anything that will help you do better in this subject? I know math can be scary for a lot of people. Math is a terrifying subject because it's complicated and they always insist on you memorizing formulas and stuff. And for a lot of people, that's just not how the human brain works. Especially in today's age with short form content and people's inability to memorize stuff because we don't need to. Human minds should be put to other tasks now because we have externalized information that is accessible at our fingertips. Now, it doesn't mean that you shouldn't know things. Our Discord, when you're old enough to join it, is our most used channel is science. Okay? I encourage you to explore the universe. And honestly, like, I wish I was fantastic at math because math explains things that happen in the universe. You can calculate the wildest shit with math. Yeah, Neff, I'd love to chew out that teacher in front of everyone and ask, so how do you feel about being berated in front of everyone? It doesn't feel good, does it? Don't do it to your students. Exactly. Don't do it to anyone. That is very true. And what Ross said, the youth is the future. And if you bring the future down instead of uplifting it, what is the future going to look like, right? My favorite teacher was the only one who believed I could be a writer and publish. Yeah. And Aline, thank you for the posture check. Everybody on Shrimp Thine Spines. Hold on, we gotta go back to the cursed shrimp. We're gonna turn off the tea pets and the succubus because we've got a youth here. So shrimp and unshrimp. Unshrimp thine spines. Eventually this'll be an animated GIF. I'm so sorry, it's so cursed right now. It'll be cursed when it's done too, but it's cursed right now. Say, I can show you the world. It's the best singing you're ever gonna get. Good job. Look, that's what we do. A large portion of us Chasusi are LARPers, and the whole thing in LARP is about uplifting other people and making game and play and experience for others. I know to a lot of young people, like, LARPing is like the nerd thing. But bro, I ain't gonna lie, it was like the best thing that ever happened to me. I have to bring up this. Look at these awesome people. These are some of the coolest people you will ever meet in your life. There's me. That's me. This is my friend Ivy. This is Rose. We've got people in full plate mail. Look at these awesome 3 people right here. This is Resharak. This is Deem. There's a certain someone here. Yeah, science, bitch! This person is a really close and dear friend of mine. This is my friend Wacky. This is my friend Serafina. This is Arias, who is in this chat somewhere right now, hiding, waiting. This is another dear friend, Amara. Ark is in here somewhere. These 2 people are the ones that run our camp. They have 300,000 subscribers on YouTube. They just passed 300,000 subscribers on the Skilltree YouTube channel. They are the nerdiest people you could meet. God, I can't remember his name, his character name. Where are Arcanels? Well, here's Callie. She's not in our camp anymore. She went back to her friends, but she was helping us run our camp for the first couple of years to, like, get us on our feet. This is, Ghislaine, also known as Carl. His character name is Carl. He's very French. He's about as French as you can get. You look confused? You do. It's a visible concern. You do have the face of visible concern, Aline. But yes, this is Aline the Alchemist. So, the people in this chat are the people that I met here. This is my friend Senko. The guy in the glasses. This is Ezra. This is Rick. This is Ark. And his girlfriend, Alice, who he met at the event the year before this one, where we didn't have our own camp. Our own camp is called Dendronia. This is our sign. This is Ren. This is the guy who runs the tea shop, who I made the tea pets for. This is Jan. He's another really great dude. He collects sewing machines. I can't remember her name, but she's from Taiwan. We had 16 nations in this camp. People from all over the world. Tell us your story. these people changed my life. Kit and Maddie ran a contest called Level Up LARP. And I had just come back to the Discord because the guy who had upset me and drove me away from the community and gotten banned for being an asshole. I saw he was banned, so I came back. And just after I came back, they ran the Level Up LARP contest in conjunction with Berg Schneider. Is the company that owns the LARP now. They bought the rights to the LARP, and they own the LARP, and they run the LARP. I entered the Level Up LARP contest because I like making stuff, and I'm like, you know what, it's a good opportunity to, like, stretch my crafting, skills. And, I just wanted to have fun. I didn't think I would place in the contest, like, you know, first, second, third, whatever, honorary mention. Much less win first place in round 3. I had never won anything in my life before, except for a storytelling competition at a doll meet at Anime North. I won first place. There were 2 people. Somebody had to lose. And I pulled the answer to the judge's question out of my ass at the table. So, yeah, I came first place in a 2-man race, and that's the only thing I'd ever won. Before that. But this was fierce competition with people who had been crafting a long time. Such talented people. And I received the wrong product. From Berg Schneider, so you had to buy a piece of their clothing from their LARP store and modify it to suit your character, or in some way make it better, improve it, etc. And I had ordered this blue mage's hat, and they didn't tell me, they just sent it to me. And hold on, I think it's in the other folder. And my brother's coming to see my cat.
And you.
And me.
Your string.
Anyways, so they had just sent me the wrong hat because they ran out of the ones in stock that I had ordered. And so I had to pivot my design instantaneously. And I was late receiving my order. My taskbar has disappeared again. Well, I don't like showing my face on stream, but this was the hat that I made. I won first place in round 3. Conk, why are you bleeding? What did you do? I give her the hydrate. I'm starting to lose my voice. I got so passionate. Cheese is here hugging my cat Tesla. So the other Cheese is here. Somebody named Cheese Sussy Becca joined my chat.
That's evil.
It is evil. They're a teenager. I'm giving them advice. Why don't you take Tesla and play with him with the string in the hallway? You're very distracting. Aline says hello.
Hello.
And Neff has booped my snoot, Cheese's snoot, and Tesla's snoot. It is the boop snoot. Like the droop snoot. But it is the snoot that gets booped. The boop snoot.
Stealing your cat.
Why are you look a old lady? Well, the white hair doesn't help. White hair on me looks... white wigs on me look awful. But, like, I didn't put on any makeup or anything for this. Like, let's just get rid of this. This is horrible to look at. I hate looking at it. I'm much better in this one. There's other people to distract you from me, even though I'm wearing just like a bright blue in the middle of everyone. So, yeah, that was the hat that I made. I had to pivot my design. I had to be creative on the spot, and I had to work my ass off. And I won the ticket, and I couldn't go the year that I won the ticket because I had lost my citizenship card. I was a Canadian. Well, I am a Canadian, born on Canadian soil, but in Germany. So I have a citizenship card and a birth certificate that's in German. So my proof of citizenship is my citizenship card. And I had lost my citizenship card, and I was 4 months out being able to just replace my my passport. 4 months. So I had to wait an entire year. I don't know, people are sensitive about being called old. But I am old, it's fine. I'm old, but I spent, 15, 20 years being depressed and not existing. So I'm basically starting my life now. So my mindset is that of like 23-ish. I just happen to be in the body of a 40-year-old. So I'm restarting my life that stopped back then. And, yeah, so I had to wait a year to go to this event. But luckily I missed what they call Mudodia, because it rained torrentially that year, and I would have been very sore and sick and upset, and I would have had the worst experience of my life instead of the best experience. So it actually worked out quite well for me. That's like the last 30 years of my luck used up. And somehow, this last year was also, like, the weather was great. It was nice and cool. I did get a fever. I caught it from Metros, who was my tent mate. He had a fever, and I had to take care of him during the event, so he's now my son. Like, Havarti is our son here. Our little lumpfish buddy on the side there. Everything happens for a reason. You know what? I'm starting to believe that sometimes. Because, like, I always felt like I was born out of time. I felt like that my whole life. As a millennial, I've been, like, screwed over from both ends of my life. I couldn't get a job because they're like, oh, you need an education. So I went and got an education, and every time I got out of one level of education, they're like, you need the next level of education, because everybody has your education. By the time I got out of the last level of education, they're like, well, you don't have any work experience. Yeah! So, rage noises. And that's why I'm so passionate about advocating for young people. It's just who I am. If I can improve someone else's life just by being me, that is, like, all I could ask for in this life. It's like, come on, it's just a word. Yeah. Some people are very sensitive about it. But, like, I embrace the babushka. It's fine. But yeah, I'm probably the oldest person in the group. Everybody else is fairly below that. There are some of us that are about the same age. Some of them might be older than me. But, yeah. Nearly 40. But, like, we have some people that are, like, 29, 24. I think Etros is 23. Hey, my parents cared a lot about me. So I care a lot about other young people I can't have kids, as far as I know. So I will never have the joy of being a parent. Kind of hurts. Oh! Oh, there's that feeling again. Go away, feels. Oh, thank you for the concussion. Well, no, I mean, like, in this chat right now. Yes, Seraphina. If I go back to the photo, my taskbar has disappeared on me. This lady's turning 60. Okay? She's turning 60 next year. And she's at a LARP where we're all pretending to be whatever. Kit's only a year older than I am. Wait, there's gas that has lead in it? Lead is bad, 5 to 7-year-old me, yeah. Old enough to remember where some car stickers had unleaded fuel only on them, yeah. Yep, Seraphina had a great time, and now she's joining the NPC faction to fight against us. Like, we were getting... I have to tell the Pants of Friendship story for this one. I made some pants last year that I didn't quite finish making before I got to game. And because I'm large, the panels are basically squares, but they're just slightly different. And we were trying to put these pants together so that I could hand sew them, and Seraphina was helping me. And, you know, we're getting along like Owls on Fire. She's like a second mom to me now. I do consider her like a second mother. Because I can't bring my mom to Conquest. My mom is 75, and she's had 2 strokes now. She has aphasia and apraxia. So she still understands everything that's going on. She just can't figure out the right cranberries. The right words. Avengers reference. And, so I think she would have absolutely fucking loved the LARP. But she can't anymore. So, I see that happening to me. Eventually I won't be able to do anything, and if I have a stroke, I'll probably just straight up die, let's be honest. So I'm living while I can, while I still have, you know, some modicum of an ability to do so, even with my mobility issues. I kind of miss having to do the homework, to be honest. I hate having to pay bills. Bills are the worst. I would love to be 20 again, though. 20 is good. Well, 21, because then you can drink in America. Because America's a stupid place. It's filled with dumb rules. It's so backwards. They're like, you can drive at 16, but you can't drink till you're 20 fucking 1, and I'm like, what? You're in Australia. Oh, okay. So Australia, I think, has a couple of small LARPs. They're not that common. But, like I said, we had 16 nations, so we had people from Taiwan and Hong Kong, Croatia, Czechia, God, all across Europe, USA, Canada. Yeah, wait till I figure out I gotta pay for all that stuff and everything else. Look, they live in Australia. They work in Australia dollars. That's just as hard mode as Canadian dollars, let's be honest. And then they've got all the import fees, like shipping shit to Australia is so goddamn expensive. Yeah. Oh, Jazza did a LARP. I've blocked his channel too because he went in the AI support direction, along with his brother Shad. Yeah, no, I rage against AI. We are 100% against Shadiversity, and I am definitely against Jazza for supporting his idiot brother in his defense of AI. Because while I could just use a filter to do something like this is hand painted. We painted this. The chat can attest to that. And, like, Shad can draw. He just doesn't like it. And so he's like, using my artistic eye. No, fucker. Yeah. Yeah, block Shadiversity on YouTube if you can. I triggered Ross! I've done it! Oh no! I'm sorry. The first thing you're gonna learn out there is everything costs money and everyone's trying to take what money you do have with subscription fees and stuff, yeah. The only subscription I have is to Nitro. And a couple of people here on Twitch. Those are my subscriptions. That's all you'll say. Yeah. Let's not think about it. It's only a model. You see, I'm not afraid of flying, Ross. I'm afraid of Australia. It's one of those places I don't think I can visit because I'm just too scared of everything else that lives there. And even the plants are trying to kill you. And it's hot. I don't like it when it's hot. Kind of already have to pay for most groceries by doing jobs because my mom's living off government support, and sometimes my older siblings help us with money. Oh, that's hard for a young person to be in that position. I have a friend who was kicked out at 16, and like his parents were cokeheads and stuff, and he worked at the high school cafeteria during lunch hours because he was just so poor. But if you're already experiencing that level of responsibility, it's no wonder you're struggling with math in school. It's no wonder, because you're already an adult as far as I'm concerned. And that makes what that teacher did to you even worse. Because the responsibility that you're having at your age is something that no young person should have. And I'm sorry that you have to go through that. But know that I respect the strength that you have for getting by that. I look back to see a kit. Yep. Glade, I know Kit and Maddie. I've camped with them. They run our camp, Mythodia. And welcome back. There's two new people today who are fascinating and wonderful people. I am so blessed to have you guys today. I had no plan for today other than to continue working on the costume that I can't seem to nail down for myself. And I ended up working on the shrimp emote, and it drew people in. The cursed shrimp. Australia is the Underdark of our world. Or alternatively, the Underdark is Australia of D&D. Everything there is trying to kill you, yeah. Yeah, no, they're wonderful people, and I can promise you that the way they are on their channel is who they are in real life. They are the same. They are genuine people. Ah, Ross wants to go for the the car racing stuff. That makes sense. Don't have anything else for older siblings. Good. As long as you have somebody that you know will have your back and support you if there's a problem, that's great. If you're looking for someone Australian to follow, I recommend Uberzers. Let me see if I can shout them out properly. I just gotta make sure I spell their name right. Helps if I'm not in the dashboard. So if you want an Australian artist to follow, this is Uberzers. They are part of my past that was very difficult for me, but we ended up becoming acquaintances again. Maybe one day we'll be able to be friends again. The pain that they went through after the pain that their best friend caused me through them ended up being probably equal to what I suffered, and what I suffered wasn't their fault. So this person is a good person, and they're a fantastic artist, and from what I know of them, they're a very good friend to people. So another streamer here on Twitch is Arcane Memory. Let me go get her channel. She's Canadian. She's a very good friend of mine. Again, from an old part of my past. If you want adults to look up to, I recommend these two people. And just about anybody here, too. No, it's Arcane Mammary. A magic tits, remember? Mammary, not Mam-ori. Arcane finally made it to my stream the other day. Because she's usually not awake at this time. And I accidentally called her Arcane Mammary. Yeah. I have a checkered past from my earlier days on the internet. This stuff happened 15 years ago now, and Uberzers and I we sort of met up again, and they apologized to me for what happened, and I apologized for anything that I might have done, even though I'm still not certain what it was that everybody was blaming me for. I still don't know to this day. I still don't. And I don't think I ever will. But yeah, there was some drama, and but that place doesn't exist anymore. But I've met some of the most important people of my life through there as well. It was a roleplay website. Hello again, welcome back, Arias. Elaine was hanging out. We've got another new person. You come back to another new person. Yep, Elaine's still here. There you go. One of the things they did say, Neff, was that I'm too neutral. I was like fucking Switzerland over there. I was too Switzerland for them. Yeah. No, apparently it just pissed everybody off that I didn't take one side or another on certain issues. And that, like, I was trying to be diplomatic. I still don't know. I just don't know. I will never know. It's part of my life that is now past. But it's part of my life that was still very painful. That ended up being very painful, but also ended up, having me meet Sione, who made my model, and Christine, who was her best friend, and Puma Conrad, who's also a very good friend of Sai's. And I met Arcane Memory there, and of course I met Ubazers. We don't talk, and even if I give them a happy birthday message, they never respond, so I'm just like, okay, maybe they just don't want to talk to me. And that's fine. But I'll still send people their way because I know they're a good person and time zones are a thing. So if Chisasi wants someone who's in their neck of the woods to get to know, I will send them there. There's also KujiVT, KUJIVT. They may have changed their name again. They keep changing their name. They used to be CJ Illustrate. They're a fairly nice person. I don't know them that well, but they're someone I will send other people to if they're online. Yes, it's the Aline. It's the Aline that you know. The art streamer side of Twitch is generally the most wholesome thing. Yes. Someone I like to raid when the time zones match up is Evan Blair Art. He's another Canadian in Western Canada. And I raided into him one day. And like he just accepted me. And now we chat occasionally. I raid into him when I can, but because of daylight savings time, I'm like back an hour from where I normally am during the rest of the year. And he always started just when my stream was ending. Like I would have to push my stream a little bit to be able to raid into him. So until daylight savings time changes over again in the spring, I won't be able to raid Evan. And so I'm just like, no. But yes, Evan Blair Art. Blair. Also recommended. He likes D&D stuff. But yeah, the art community I have found has been, next to the Minecraft community, then like one of the most accepting and open communities ever. I haven't had much interaction with the VTuber community yet, but like I see some of the stuff coming out of the VTuber community, I'm like, oh fuck. Like, oh, the whole like Cinder thing that happened, which, by the way, the update on that like 6-hour video, I stopped watching it because I found some people talking more of the gist of the 6-hour video covering the situation, and she's like, yeah, my manager was also my husband, and like he was making decisions for me in the background that I didn't really know about, and it kind of like fucked some people over, and I'm a bad friend who didn't communicate things clearly to their other friends, and it really hurt some people, but I'm still gonna work with my husband. And I'm like, well, right there, you fucked up. Your husband should be cut off from your VTuber and your company and be separate from it. He needs to go find something else to do. He should be fired. Anyone else would have been straight up cut off and fired. Doesn't matter how much involvement they had in your project and your VTuber and your rise to VTuber fame. You should be good off. Because anyone else would have been straight up fired and you would never talk to them again. You might even file a lawsuit against them for what they did. And as far as I'm concerned, the way I look at it is he's offered to throw himself under the bus so that they can continue start working together again, or continue working together so that, you know, they can claw back some of what they had before. I'm just jaded. My roommate saw the picture and she was so confused what was real and which was the one you made. Yep, photos. The photo was the one with text on it. I'm not painting in the text. Yep, a lot of people, not a lot of people, but some of the people here have actually come from Evans community. And another one, Necromancer, who I'm doing the succubus painting for, he came from Good Boulderfist's community. Twitch.tv/Good, G-U-U-D-E. Except he's retired now. He stopped live streaming, and he won't go back to live streaming, but he does have a YouTube channel, and he's the one who created Mindcrack, which was one of the first Minecraft YouTube communities, which I almost got to join if it hadn't been for Apple, but that's a whole nother thing and fills me with rage when I think about it. Fuck Apple. Don't buy Apple products. They're bad. Okay, let me preface this. Apple products are really good. Apple company is shit, and their customer service is bullshit. And I hate them for it, because they've ruined my life twice. Of course, you know, the depression that followed those moments where I lost opportunities are what ruined my life. So in a way, I'm at fault for ruining my own life, but still, I can blame Apple and feel good about it. Thanks for the hydrate, Cora. I am really enjoying this painting, and I would like to finish it and send it to Kit and Maddie. Like, I showed it to them, but I don't think they realized exactly what it was. Come back to Minecraft and Apple trauma, yeah. Look, Cora, there's a lot of things going on today. This was probably the busiest stream I've had in a while. Two new people, one of which needed guidance and advocacy. God, you'd think I was a professional rhetorician or something by my degree, you know? I got philosophical. They activated the mama bear mode in me. Yeah. The only reason I have an iPhone is because former roommate's dad gave his old one to her to use for her face tracking, and then he upgraded again, and she got his newer old phone, and I got the old one, and they're like, yeah, just give it to her. So I got to keep it, so I've got a free iPhone. But iPhone has the best facial tracking for VTubers, and I can't deny that the product is good for that. Oh, okay. Arias is gone. Sorry, Arias, I missed your goodbye. There was a highlighted message above it, and I missed it. It got very emotional. That can happen here. Some of these guys have seen me cry on stream. Especially when my mom had her second stroke this spring. It was very hard. And then, like, my dad asked me to move home because they couldn't help me with bills anymore, and I just wasn't making enough to be able to sustain myself, so I had to leave the roommate I'd been living with for 10 years. And now my cat doesn't have any of his brothers, so he's kind of lonely, and I feel bad for that, but my dad's like, only one cat. Conch lobster has long fingies. My fingers are just kind of average, maybe a little bit short, like my toes. I have little nugget toes. From meow. Yeah, when I realized he had a tier 3 sub, It was like, how long has that been going on? Fuck you, Cora. I love you. I'm comfortable enough to say that to you. Curse you for being supportive and shit. I heard somebody in the hallway. Base of my fingers at the halfway mark, and my fingers still pushed at the edge of the mouth. Long fingies. Not like Marfan syndrome fingers only. Did you know that the guy who wore the suit in Alien and Aliens had Marfan syndrome? He was the only person who could fit into it because of his special genetic disorder. It's really kind of a neat story. If I knew you were I would have subbed earlier. Come on, man. I understand, like, taking time to get to know someone before you're like, yeah, here's some financial support that's, like, crazy expensive. Like, holy shit, what is wrong with you? And then there's Necromancer, who's not here today because it's Turkey Week. Ah! So basically I just spent a week to learn I have to restart and do it again. Well, that's the joy of crafting. I mean, like, when I did Arias's design, there were variations of that. I usually won't go too far into, like, making variations and, like, finishing line art to, larger degrees. If I'm just doing light design work, let's see if I can find some like the older ones. Did I keep them in here? Let's close some folders here. There's so many. Let's see what's in the unused folder. Okay, we're gonna create a new folder. I'm going to call that final. Oops, apparently my caps lock was already on. Everything into this folder. Hello? Everything into this. Let's try that one more time. Yeah, so I'll turn off the final. This was one of the original variants for Arias. Hand sewing is a pain. Yeah. It scratches my sadism without being destructive. God damn it! Why do I keep coming across the sadists? I have to be careful what I say around a young person. Should be more careful. But yeah, this was one of the variations. This was another. But, like, from the final, you can see this was the first one. This was the final. I really should have seen this coming, but I don't know how to make it bigger. You'll figure it out, Conk. It's alright. Or are you punching the wall to make your hand smaller? Give you money as punishment for doing a good job. Look, in some ways that is because, like, I have this weird thing where I feel like I am undeserving of these things. Alright? Yeah, hold on. I'll find you a picture of Arias from this year after her costume. Because the group photo that I showed you wasn't what she was wearing this year. Just gotta go find Level blurb miscellaneous. I know I'm allowed to show this one on stream. The back of her boyfriend, who I also designed. No! Compliments are illegal. But she looks so good! Here's Reshirak. I didn't design him. He made his own stuff. He's awesome. Here's Deem in his little faux library. This character is so awesome. He's so much fun to play with. And he's such a good person. And then, like, I see him in camp, and he's, like, without his mask and stuff, and I'm just like, who are you? I'm trying to find one of the pictures of Arias. There's this one. This is an official photo, so it is available on the web to see on Mythidia's website. So, like, you can see, like, she didn't get the embroidery done on the borders, but she still did such a beautiful job. And one of the happy accidents is when she dyed the brown skirt, it didn't dye properly. It came out kind of mottled. But that's just how good their photographers are. Their photographers are magical. The skirt came out kind of mottled, which is kind of funny because it kind of looks like the forest floor where, like, the things are decaying, and that's why I chose brown as the base layer, because she's an autumn fairy. And I was like, this would make sense to have that layering. So the autumn leaves have fallen, you've got the red leaves falling on the already decayed forest floor, and then you've got, like, the green moss and stuff on top of it, and green leaves also fall occasionally, and so you get this layering effect of nature. And she really wanted kind of a harvest theme, which is why we went with the embroidery patterns. Let me open up the file again. I closed it. It's why we went with the embroidery patterns that look like wheat. Hey, you figured it out. I knew you would. Alright. A stretch and a hydrate. I'm going to take the hydrate first. And what I'm going to do for the stretch is I'm going to physically get up and go to the bathroom, because you guys have drowned me so much that I feel like I'm going to explode if I don't go to the bathroom soon. So this is the perfect opportunity for everybody to get up and have a full stretch, walk around a bit, stretch your legs. I think we're going to go longer today than we normally do, because I'm just having a really good time vibing with y'all. Chisasi has brought energy to me today. Chisasi and Glade and all of y'all. Thank you so much, always. 4 a.m. That's right. Well, Chisasi, it was nice to meet you. Dancing Dinos. Dancing Dinos. Remember, if you ever get stuck in ad jail, please let me know. Fusro meow! But yeah, go to bed, get good rest, and please talk to your guidance counselor or your principal or something about that teacher, because what they did was unacceptable. And I will advocate for you. You can show them this stream. But I'm going to explode if I don't go to the bathroom. I will literally just explode. I don't want to. So I'm gonna mute my mic and turn off my VNN. Hey, we support each other here. Dancing Dino. Dancing Dino. Sorry, you're activating my NPC mode there. Just sussy. I hope that the Australian person I sent you to will. I hope you can find a cool community there too, because I understand time zones are a thing. Please have a good night's sleep while there's still some night left. I understand it's summer there, / spring, so sun's probably rising pretty early. Sleep well. And don't be afraid to stand up for yourself. But do it diplomatically at first. Yeah. Alright. I really have to go to the bathroom, so I'll be right back. Everybody get up and stretch! Hi. Oh! You were just waiting for that, weren't you? Don't die too late. I'm already dead. Dead inside. So what were we doing before my mama bear mode was active? Oh, right, shrimps. Okay, we're gonna go back to the shrimpening. I'm not even gonna bother making them the little spikes, because you're probably never gonna see it, because it'll be too small. It's little paintbrush ends. There we go. Was insanely good timing. Yeah, it was. I thought he planned it, like he was just waiting for me to come back. Alright. Let's, merge the line art layers down. Oh, wait. Yes. You can merge these ones down. What layer is this? Was it the horns? We can put the rest of the jewelry on the horns. Need to grab the gold. Mom Bear reminds you of the story of how you took care of Ace. Yeah. Look, I very likely can never have kids. Very high likelihood. And I like taking care of people. So, it's just natural that I would have that instinct to care for people and people's kids who are not my own, by supporting them in the ways that I can. You can adopt. You know, I told that to my dad. And I was like, does the genetic thing really matter? And he's like, yeah, it does. I just kind of killed me. And I'm like, okay, do I want to adopt now? Like, am I going to feel guilty the rest of my life that this child is not of my genes? And is my dad going to like the child as much as I would hope he would? I don't think he realized how much that hurt when he said that. And I try not to think about it. But I can't afford to adopt kids anyways. But I can give advice freely. That's why you have chat. Because you're all kids and I'm taking care of you now. You're all my children. It's okay. Canonically, I'm almost 800 years old, so... works for me. Alright, we can put the gem on this layer. Just put the collar on the tail. Sometimes taking a break is important. Conk. Is this... Okay. Wait, hold on. Yeah, I think I do want to do it that way. Can't believe how scuffed and jank this is. It's a masterpiece. Ah! Oh, look in a second. I'm concentrating. I can't interrupt the art. It's so important to my autistic eye. Thanks for the highlight. I missed the streak. I'm sorry. Is it gonna be a light streak? Because I just got back from going up and down the stairs streak. Ooh, little snap in the back there. A little crunch. I need the bright red and the brighter red. There's a little gem. Oops. Too dark. Why am I putting so much detail in that you're never going to see? Did you hit me in the face with that one, Cora? Okay, what we're gonna do is gonna duplicate unshrimp. We're gonna turn off unshrimp. Take everything from unshrimp, drop it into shrimp, including the tail. We're gonna delete that line art. We're gonna put this one above it. And we're gonna take this one. There's method to my madness, I promise. We don't want to change the size of anything too much. Now it's just a matter of cleaning this one up a bit. I should do more writing when I want to play with calligraphy brushes. Write with calligraphy brushes. Curse you people in your hydrates! Thank you. Thank you, Fantasy, for the hydrate. Fantasy using her points. Wow. This thing is so weird. I need to... do that. Because this one is pretty much the same shape. Something I want to fix on the tail here. I can't believe I've drawn this. I feel like I'm too serious to draw jacked up shit like this. I still have 207,000 points. Good lord. I think this is probably the most cursed thing I have ever drawn. But you know, it feels kind of good. It just does. It feels good to be at, like, a point in my life where, like, I can poke fun at myself and not feel like I'm being cringe. Or, like, trying too hard, you know? Lock this layer again. Oh, I drew the lines on the wrong layer. Hold on. Wonder if I can cheat these out. You gonna jump off, play some WoW? Have some fun. Have fun, Elaine. Words. Thanks for coming by. I still think there's bits right here. There we go. brush. Little tail tips. Yep. Most cursed thing I've ever made. I like it. I'm gonna put a little mouth in this one. Full effect, I think. Hold on. Go for full effect here. This is so cursed. What have I made? What have I made? It's like something my brother would have made like 2003. It's beautiful. It's complete, guys. This is a masterpiece. You'll never see any better piece of art from me for the rest of your lives. I have to fix a little bit on the backs of the shrimps. Okay. Unshrimp gets a little bit right here. And shrimp gets a little bit right up here. There you go, guys. The shrimpening is complete. Tiny little smidge. Ooh. Right there. Yeah. Oh, Jesus Christ, my phone's ringing. Hold on. That was the pharmacy. They, hold on a sec. I had them request to transfer my files from my old pharmacy to the new one like a month ago. And come back to shrimp. The shrimp is complete. And, yeah. I went and did it on the internet because it turns out that my prescription for my ADHD medication has run out. Ow, my knee. Son of a bitch. And, the transfer didn't seem to have occurred digitally, so I made the transfer request digitally this morning before stream. And they just called me about it. And I'm like, I need the prescription filled because I ran out of medication for my ADHD today. And I've changed doctors, but I haven't officially changed doctors yet. So I need the prescription transferred so that I can get you guys to contact the doctor to refill the prescription so that I can get the medication for tomorrow. So she's calling them to find out the information for the doctor, to contact them to get my prescription filled. Because I haven't been able to get my file transferred to my new doctor yet. So I'm like in this weird limbo, and they only give me a month of stuff at a time, and they're like, oh yeah, you only get like 3 refills because we just have to like keep on top of this because it's a controlled substance. And I'm just like, why is this so complicated? And of course they didn't give me my Ontario Drug Benefit Program prices last time I got my medication. And that's really frustrating.
50 centimeters of snow for Southern Ontario, PA.
What?
50 centimeters of snow for Southern Ontario.
When?
Today.
Today?
Apparently.
Oh. We might want to go grocery shopping before that happens. Yes, you should make food. Food is good. You can save this emote. This redeem probably won't be put up by tomorrow. I'll see. I've got lots to do today still. I've got so many things open. I can close. Do we want to raid somebody? Because the pharmacy's going to call me back and they're just going to keep interrupting me. Yeah, I think we'll raid a friend today. We haven't raided Aki Saga in a long time. He's British, so I don't know how long he's going to be going for. But he comes by every once in a while. So I'd like to give him some love. He's playing some Minecraft. But I'm gonna go, because I've got to wait for the pharmacy to call him back. Yeah, 50 centimeters of snow, apparently. If you've got shopping to do, Neff, I would recommend doing that today. Because that's starting now. Yeah, maybe something changed, I don't know. But, if I've got stuff to do today, like, I need to go pick up kibble and stuff for Tesla, so I need my brother to take me out, and I'm probably gonna have to be taken out to the pharmacy and stuff. For my meds, which is the grocery store we go to anyways. So, we're off sailing to other waters. Everybody, thank you for joining me today and giving me your time for the amazing streaks, and to our new guests on the island, Glade Knight and Chisasi Baka. Thank you very much for sharing your time with me and for the follow. I hope to see you guys around again. It was nice to meet you. And everybody, we're off sailing to other waters. And may you land upon interesting shores. Enjoy Aki Saga, friend of the channel. Have a great day. I love you. Bye-bye.